Welcome students, this is the second part of chapter number 13, Concepts of DBMS, Hierarchy of Data in Database. Data in the database are stored in various forms which can be called as hierarchy of data. These are: first, bit. It is a smallest unit of data. Store binary digit which means 0 or 1. Second, field. Collection of interrelated bits is known as field. It is used to store single information. Third, record. Collection of interrelated fields is known as record. It is used to store multiple information of a single person, place or object. Fourth, file. Collection of interrelated record is known as file. It is used to store multiple information of multiple person, place or object. Fifth, database. Collection of interrelated files is known as database. It is used to store multiple informations in a group. Note: a column of table which is used to identify a record of the table is called key field. The key field must not have duplicate values and must not have null value. Database abstraction. Database systems are made up of complex data structure. To ease the user interaction with database, the developers hide internal irrelevant details from user. This process of hiding irrelevant details from user is called data abstraction. We have three levels of data abstraction. First, physical level or internal view. This is the lowest level of data abstraction. It describes how data is actually stored in database or secondary storage device. You can get the complex data structure details at this level. It is used by professional user like DBA, database administrator. Second, logical level or conceptual view. This is the mid-level of three-level data abstraction architecture. It describes what data is stored in database. It describes their data types and relationship among them. It also defines logical structure of whole database. Third, view level or external view. Highest level of data abstraction. This level describes the user interaction with database system. This level is closest to user and can be called user's view. With the help of view level, different views can be created for different user. It's database architecture which describe database in non-technical language. Schema and instance. The schema of a database system is used to describe structure in a formal language supported by the database management system DBMS. The term schema refers to the organization of data as a blueprint of how the database is constructed. It is a logical description of the database which is used to explain entitles, attributes and relationship between them. In other words, it is a framework into the value of the database can be filled on other side. An instance represent content of schema at the specific moment of a time, which can change quickly but always in format of schema. Database language. In a DBMS, data definition language DDL is used to specify the schema, and data manipulation language DML is used to store, update, retrieve and remove data from database. DML are basically of two types. First, procedural DMB. In it In it, user should specify the procedure of entering or retrieving data. Second, non-procedural DML. In it, user should specify only required data without specifying the procedure of entering or retrieving data. Data independence. The ability to modify schema definition in one level without affecting schema definition is the next higher level is called data independence. There are two levels of data independence. First, physical data independence. Second, logical data independence. First, physical data independence. The ability to modify the physical schema without causing application programs to be rewritten. It means we can modify the schema at physical level without affecting the schema at logical level. Modification at the physical level are occasionally necessary to improve performance. It means we change the physical storage level without affecting the conceptual or external view of the data. The new changes are absorbed by mapping techniques. Second, logical data independence. The ability to modify the logical schema without causing application program to be rewritten. It means we can modify the schema at logical level without affecting the schema at external level. Modification at the logical level are necessary whenever the logical structure of the database is altered. Logical data independence means if we add some new columns or remove some columns from table, then the user view and program should not change. Classification of DBMS. There are several DBMS software are available for different users which are developed by different developers. We can classify them on basis as given: A. On the basis of user. B. On the basis of architecture. C. On the basis of data model. First, on the basis of user, a DBMS can be classified based on the number of user it supports. There are two types of DBMS. First, single user DBMS, single user database system, which supports only one user or single PC at a time. Second, multi-user DBMS, multi-user database system which supports multiple users or computer networking at a time. Second, on the basis of architecture, a DBMS can be classified based on the internal structure of architecture of software. There are two types of DBMS. First, client server DBMS. In this system, there is central computer which store all information or data is called server, but user can access the information or data remotely of the client PCs which are connected to server. Second, distributed DBMS. In this system, same numbers of copies are created as the number of users and one copy is distributed to each other. Third, on the basis of data models. The processing of data organizing is data in database is called data models. There are following four types of DBMS based on data models. First, hierarchical DBMS. Second, network DBMS. Third, relational DBMS. Fourth, object oriented DBMS. This was the second part of chapter number 13, concepts of DBMS. We will continue this chapter later on.